Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Hera. This is going to be chapter or episode 15 of the Let's Play through Guild Wars, where I just cover some of the gameplay, tactics, advanced tips, stuff like that, and you know, general good stuff. So, what we had in the last episode is I ran through and I managed to level my little char out to 11 in a nice speedy pace. And we managed to unlock quite a bit of the map. At the moment I'm at 76%. I've still got this general region to do over here. We'll try to go for the 100%. But as we reach level 11, we get access to a thing called traits. Not only that, but we also get, once you hit level 10, you get your second use ability, so to speak. So we'll go into the Heroes tab here, and what we'll have is, this should actually pop up. You should see it actually up here, Hero. It'll come up with a little exclamation mark to say, you know, check it out, there's something happening here. So when we click on it, we have suddenly unlocked these traits. Now, the thing is, you have all of these spells and abilities that you just have to apply points, but you can't immediately when you start. And it tells you, if you mess over here, it turns around. To use adapt traits, you must talk with your elementalist trainer. In this case, it's for every class. It's just one of those, I guess, money dumpers they put it in. I can't honestly see the reason for this. But anyway, in this case, it's the char. If you go to your starting area, you will see that the book is listed for me, the elementalist, and it has every one of them in every starting area for every class. For example, the thief trainer, the rogue trainer, the necromancer, and it's nothing more than just a little book. So we'll go over here. We shall buy this book. Show me your manuals, and you can see what there are going to be 3 manuals, and they could be just gold dumps. I suppose later on, because even at level 40, a gold is a pretty big deal. Right now, level 10 silver. Also quite a big deal. That's literally all I have made, so it's now made me broke. But we got our skills, and what I'm going to do is we're just going to double click, learn the ability, go back into our hero tab, select the traits, and now you see all these will be active for the full adept. You'll have to buy the next book when you hit master or grandmaster. And that's pretty straightforward from there. So in this case, as I am going to be going a little bit more into fire, I think I'm just going to go follow the fire. But we'll just go through. I think these are pretty generic for every one of the classes. I'm noticing the same on each class. In that each point for the first, second, third, fourth, fifth affect the same 2 things. The top one always increases power and condition. The second one always increases precision and critical damage. Condition, damage, toughness, healing, vitality, boon duration, and attunement recharge rate. So we can just go through. The power obviously increases your damage. The condition duration increases the actual dot damage. So what we have here, in my case, as a char, or as an elementalist, I can put up fire. We just have a quick look. I know there is one of them here. I think it is under their attunement. No, it's not. It's under the fire. Alright, in this case, alright, here we go. We have eruption there, and it causes bleeding damage for 12 seconds, equal 342 damage. This is condition damage. This means the dot effect that's on the target is going to affect them. So that would be the condition damage. And then if we continue on down through them, this also increases. Did I do both of them? Oh yeah, so you have 2 that does condition damage. I wonder why they have different markers. Increases. Oh, this is duration. I'm misreading it. This is duration. Ah, okay. So this is the amount of time that the condition damage is up on a target, or the damage over time effect, and this is the actual damage it does. So these 2 are quite strong in that regard. And then you have precision. Obviously, increases your critical hit chance, and then you have critical damage. So this is just a pure crit thing. This is one of those. If you're rolling a thief, for example, I have a thief as well, and I can't remember the name, alright, and here it's called air magic, but the thief will have this, and you pretty much would focus on that. It just makes the most sense to have much crit on a thief, for example. But you can always talent it to them later. Finally, we have increases healing and vitality. The vitality is overall your HP, the amount of HP you have sitting. Let me just move that out of the way. Sitting here. And the healing is the amount of healing done. This class has the ability to heal reasonably well. For example, this is one of my healing springs, and if someone stands into it, they get like the traditional 50 damage heal or something, depending on your level. And then you can increase that, obviously. And then last but not least is boon duration and attunement recharge rate. Now the boon duration, put simply, is your self buffs. There's a way to actually buff people. For okay, here, hold on here. This class is perfect for this because I have buffs. All right, this is a boon. Windborne speed. So if I hit number 4 there, I have this boon. Now what it does is increase swiftness. Now what the duration increase of that will obviously make it the fact that this is 8 seconds. After a few points in there, you can boost it up to 9 or 10 seconds. Straightforward, nice and simple. And it's the same for all of the classes' little buffs that you can give to yourself and other characters. Okay, the last one there is actually attunement recharge. Now, I believe this one is actually affected by your class. It's probably the only one I think that is. But I'll have a look at another class there in a moment. But in this case, the attunement pretty much affects these. These are my attunements. So when I press F2, for example, this one goes on a 15-second cooldown. I can obviously increase the speed of that. It's pretty straightforward. Let me just pop over there and quickly check something else. Okay, as you can see here, quickly on the engineer, I'm just going to jump into the traits there. And you can see that I have points that I have yet to spend. I have actually 3, and we've gone into here, but I'd have to continue because I wanted power. But as you can see, the power is the same. Power, condition, precision, condition damage, toughness, healing, vitality, boon duration. But the last one here, as again, is different. Increases tool belt recharge rate. So just to prove on that point, all it is this. Every class has a kind of a tool belt that affects these. I'm not so sure about the thief. The thief would be interesting to check out because that only has one ability, but that'll probably affect the energy recharge rate, which would make it highly requested. But we'll see. I'll check that out later. So we'll leave it at that. And then if you move into the trees, obviously when you're starting your class, you really want to have a look at these things. You go through, this is flame barrier for me. You have a 20% chance of to cause burning whenever a foe attacks you in melee. Only triggers when attuned to fire. Alright. So, anytime I'm attacked while I am in the fire attunement, they're going to do damage. Technically, that's not really a good thing. It's the last thing I want is to be hit. So for me, this is not exactly something I would like to go for. But the fact of the matter is, I want to increase my power and condition, so I'm forced into it. You also have this other things which you know, you unlock these. This is when you hit the level 10 or the 10 points in your traits, you can unlock each of these, and there's a lot of different abilities for each of the classes. I could spend an hour going through each one of them on this one as well as other classes, but for the time being I'm going to start increasing my power. As you can see, I gain 10 power and I gain 1% condition duration. So I'm probably going to put in maybe around 10 points into this tree, and then I'm going to move down to either Earth or Air Magic if I want to increase my crit, or if I want to go down the healing route. But Earth is always good, or the third bar for every class, because the more HP you have and the longer you live, or the toughness, defense, the more defense you have. Did I cover defense? I went condition then, and I think I skipped toughness. Toughness is defense, but I've covered that in the previous episode anyway. But that is it for the traits, guys. It's pretty straightforward. The only thing it doesn't really tell you is to go see your trainer, and the trainer is always going to be located. Is there a good no, it doesn't really show up so close. You have to kind of zoom in quite a bit, but if you are zoomed in, you look around your basic area, starting area, you will find your trainer. So that we have that. The last thing I will just to jump off before I close off this episode is I actually purposely got my gear broken while I was leveling up. I didn't change, well, I did change one particular item I'm wearing the chest, but there's a lot of problems with this, and that people don't know when their gear is broken until they go to a repair. The problem is, you see down here, what we have is this little shield, and it has this broken symbol. Now that changes depending on the amount of damage you have actually got on your gear. And if we actually open up our character, you can see here that three pieces are actually broken, and this one here is damaged. And they all have a certain amount of durability, but it doesn't actually tell you. All we know is that they get damaged or broken and you have to repair them. This happens when you die, or just generally take hits over the course of time. So what I'm going to do there is I'm just going to quickly switch off some of the gear. What do I have? Any boots? Yeah, we'll equip these boots. We shall pants. Look for pants. I don't have any pants. Okay, we'll take off the pants, and we'll take off the helm, and there we go. Alright, we're just leaving the gloves on just to show, so you know that we have one piece damaged and a little shield changed, and you can mouse over to see what you're wearing and what you don't have, and that's pretty nice. And last but not least, I'll just equip this, and what will happen is this will disappear, so you know you're in a good position. Pretty much you have good enough gear to last for a while. And that'll be it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to continue on with this character. I'm going to level him up. I have my story to do here. I've been running around the kind of avoiding the story, but what I'm going to do is a story which will jump me up a couple of levels pretty fast because they give the most XP. I wasn't aware of that. You see, this is just experimental. If you hit space on your keyboard while you were looking around the map, it will return you back to your character. There you go. Another little tip just found. And that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope there was some useful information here. And of course, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.